If you've been looking to pick up your very first welder, or you're looking to replace your welder with a hotter model, hey, Black Friday, Cyber Monday right around the corner, and this is one you don't want to miss. And this might turn to a long-winded video here, but what we are looking at is YESWELDER's different models, and that's going to range from a 2-in-1 all the way down to the DP dual pulse MIG welder. Hey, they've got multiple welders to choose from, so if you're just starting out and you're wanting to find something you can get your hands dirty burning something in, the ARC 125 DS LT Pro is a banger machine right here. So for about $100 on this is capable of running your lift TIG and your stick, and the lift TIG torch comes with it. So out of the box, you are rock and rolling minus your gas and your rods with that. So this right here is a banger, but if you want to start even less than that, you can get the same model without the TIG torch for about $60, and then you can go back and upgrade on that later. Now, if you want a little bit hotter welder, the same concept is going to be the ARC 205 DS. And again, you can get that with or without the TIG torch. So these rates right here are pre-Black Friday. So if you look around on Black Friday for Cyber Monday, the deals and the coupons, these prices will be dropped down significantly less. So that's the 2-in-1 setup, which is a lift TIG and a stick welder. If you move into the Flux 135, which is a 3-in-1, this is going to be capable of your TIG, stick, and your flux, coming in around 109 currently. Now, this is where a lot of questions comes up, because I feel this is a good price point here for the capability. So what we are looking at is the YWM 160 and the 165 DS Pro. Both of these are 4-in-1 machines. They're both capable of the MIG, flux, stick, and the lift TIG. But what's going to be different is the 160 YWM is actually capable of a mag also. So you get both capabilities. So at this point, it really just comes down to the display and what you're looking to get out of it. So when you turn this one here on the YWM, you can see it's got a very nice display on this. Very easy to read, very easy to change your selections between your weld modes, your gas selections, your wire, your functions. Hey, this right here is one sweet setup with a smart display. Now this right here is going to be the 160 YWM. But now you bounce over here, and the MIG 165 DS Pro has become my choice of welder here for its capabilities. So the reason I say that is it's a little bit hotter of a welder, but what it comes down to is the display on it is pretty user friendly, but then this right here is what matters. So we're looking at the stick function here, and this is going to give you the option to run a 1/4 inch on the 165. You come over to the YWM and you're running on 3/16 at the 160. So as far as the thickness, being able to run that 1/4 inch, hey, that's going to cover most people for your lift TIG, stick, MIG, as well as your flux. So super sweet machine here, and this is one that we've put it to the test and used it several times and been very pleased with it. So that's the big question between the 160 and the 165. So with that in mind, they're both very similar. The price is very similar. The only option, difference is the 165 is a little bit hotter. The 160 is going to run the mag option. Now, if you want the same functions as the 160, but a little bit hotter of a welder, that's where you can get the MIG 205 DS Pro. Now, it's going to be a little bit more expensive because it's going to cover the same functions as the 160 with a 200 amp welder that's capable of running your spool gun as well as aluminum. So that is going to cost you a little bit more, but the capabilities are there and you don't have to worry about upgrading later on. So now if you look at, I just want a TIG and stick and also running the pulse TIG, the TIG 205P Pro is a pretty sweet welder here. So 200 amp, and again, running your pulse MIG welder. So pulse TIG welder, excuse me. So the powerhouse is the DP200. And when I say powerhouse, I mean powerhouse. So this is the best of both worlds. So you're running, many different types of material. You can run aluminum, stainless. You can run this with a stick, MIG, flux, lift TIG, spool gun, your foot pedal. Hey, this thing is an all digital with upgradable software. So this thing right here, again, is the powerhouse. So as you can see, all the controls on this is very easily to be controlled digitally here with the press of a button just by going through the different parameters. So to change your wire size, your thickness, 2T, 4T, 50 different memory settings on it, MIG gun, spool gun, pulse weld, single pulse, dual pulse. Hey, this right here has got the advanced as far as the inductance. You've got your pre-flow, your post-flow, your burn back. This thing is a powerhouse, I'm definitely saying. And one other thing that I like about this, it's got the onboard screen built in. So if you want to know how to hook up your MIG, spool, lift TIG, as you change these parameters, you can see it basically walks you through on what you need in order to set that up. But this is basically your owner's manual built in with it right here on the screen. So this is the powerhouse, and this is the one that you want to pay attention for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, because if you can get this right here is one that you don't have to upgrade again, because you have upgradable software with a USB-C port here. So super sweet. But one little disclosure, just because it's capable of running a spool gun or a lift TIG does not mean that those items come with it. Usually they're sold separately, other than if you're looking at the ARC 125 LT Pro that actually has the lift TIG torch built with that. So hopefully that gives you a better understanding on which welder is right for you. So if you have more questions based off the welders, hey, drop it in the comments so I can answer that the best that I can. Or if you have a request for a certain video on the welder, let me know also. But hey, if you have any more questions, check it out down in the comments or look in the description. You'll have more details on the individual welder. So you're talking anywhere from a 2-in-1 welder all the way up to the massive DP200. Hey, thanks for tuning in, and see you on the next one.